You check your phone for the fifth time in 10 minutes. Your heart races when you see their name. You replay every conversation in your head, searching for hidden meanings in their words. You can't focus on work, can't sleep properly, and your friends are starting to notice something's off. This isn't just a crush anymore. You're obsessed, and the scariest part? You have no idea how it happened or how to make it stop. Today, we're diving into the dark psychology of obsession, and what I'm about to reveal might make you question everything you thought you knew about love. Here's what nobody tells you about obsession. It's not romantic. It's not flattering. It's your brain on a chemical cocktail so powerful that neuroscientists compare it to cocaine addiction. When you become obsessed with someone, your brain literally rewires itself. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your head right now. Every time you think about this person, your brain releases dopamine. That's the same chemical that makes gambling addictive, that makes you scroll social media for hours, that keeps drug users coming back for more. But here's where it gets disturbing. The uncertainty of whether they like you back, that makes the dopamine hit even stronger. Your brain becomes a slot machine, and every text message, every glance, every tiny interaction is a potential jackpot. You're not weak for feeling this way. You're experiencing one of the most powerful neurological processes known to science. Psychologists have a specific term for this: limerence. It was coined by psychologist Dorothy Tennov in the 1970s, and it describes that all-consuming, intrusive, desperate need for another person. Notice I didn't say love, because obsession and love are two completely different things, even though we constantly confuse them. Now here's where this gets really interesting, and this is the part that might actually save you. Obsession follows a predictable pattern, and once you understand it, you can start to break free. Stage 1 is idealization. Your brain literally filters out their flaws and amplifies their positive qualities. That annoying laugh, now it's cute. Their tendency to cancel plans, you tell yourself they're just busy. Your mind is building a fantasy person that doesn't actually exist. Studies using brain imaging show that when you're obsessed, the same parts of your brain light up that activate when someone with OCD experiences intrusive thoughts. You're not choosing to think about them constantly. Your brain is forcing you to. Stage 2 is the anxiety spiral. You start analyzing everything. Did they take too long to reply? Why did they phrase it that way? What does their Instagram story mean? You become a detective searching for clues, except there's no mystery to solve. You're creating patterns where none exist. This is your brain's threat detection system going haywire. Evolution designed us to obsess over threats to our survival, and your brain has decided that losing this person is a survival threat. But here's the plot twist that changes everything. The reason you can't stop thinking about them has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. Psychological research reveals something uncomfortable. We don't become obsessed with people because they're special. We become obsessed because something in our own lives is broken. Maybe you're avoiding other problems. Maybe you felt invisible growing up and now you're desperate to be seen. Maybe you're terrified of genuine intimacy, so you pick someone unavailable because obsession feels safer than real vulnerability. Here's the brutal truth. If someone is reciprocating your feelings, communicating clearly and consistently showing up for you, obsession fades. Real connection replaces it. Obsession thrives on distance, uncertainty, and obstacles. It needs drama to survive. That's how you know you're dealing with obsession and not love. Love makes you feel calm and secure. Obsession makes you feel like you're drowning. And here's what finally breaks the cycle. You have to grieve the fantasy. That person you're obsessed with, they don't exist. You created them. The real person is just a stranger you've projected your needs onto. When you accept this, when you truly let yourself feel the loss of the fantasy you built, that's when your brain can finally start to heal. Neuroscience shows it takes about 3 months of no contact for your brain chemistry to reset. 3 months of not checking their social media, not asking mutual friends about them, not replaying old conversations. Those first few weeks will feel like withdrawal because that's literally what it is. But your brain is adaptable. It will form new pathways. The obsession will fade. So, if you're in this situation right now, here's what you need to know. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're experiencing a well-documented psychological phenomenon that humans have struggled with for millennia. But you also have a choice. You can keep feeding the obsession, checking their profiles, creating scenarios in your head, waiting for them to magically become the person you need. Or you can do the hardest thing. Walk away from the fantasy and start building a real life. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone. Thousands of people are going through this right now. Drop a comment below if you've experienced this or if you're currently struggling. Sometimes just naming it takes away its power. And if you want more psychology content that actually explains human behavior without the fluff, hit that subscribe button. Your future self will thank you for choosing reality over fantasy.